It's 12 noon on this Thursday afternoon, September 17th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel Noon News Award on this Thursday afternoon, September 17th, 2020. It's 12 noon on this Thursday afternoon, and the mountain temperature is 72 degrees at 12 noon. Top stories on the Peter Channel Noon News Award on this Thursday afternoon is CDC Director Robert Redfield walks back Senate testimony that masks work better against COVID-19 than vaccines. Military police considered using heat ray on DC protesters, and whistleblower said. Trump's most powerful ally in undermining the election, William Barr. Biden-Trump in close race in Arizona. Enough people have to take a COVID-19 vaccine for it to be efficient, Tony Fauci said. WHO warns of a very serious situation in Europe with alarming rates of virus transmission. Moderna expects to know if a coronavirus vaccine works by November, CEO said. Hurricane Sally makes landfall on the Gulf Coast. Donald Trump accused of sexual assault by former model Amy Doris in 1997. Nevada AG criticizes Trump's nonsense claim that the governor will cheat with ballots. Oregon authorities battle conspiracy theories as firefighters fight the flames. Novichok found in water bottle in hotel room, says Navalny's team. Hawaii to let travelers who test negative COVID to bypass quarantine start on October 15th. Kushner very confident that Trump's Middle peace deals make resolution where policy is more likely. The Bank of England announced Thursday that it's decided to hold interest rates steady amid ongoing hardships brought on by COVID-19. China to report U.S. lawyer found unproven rape charges. As the coronavirus pandemic wears on, it's clear that not everyone is on the same page when it comes to preventing risk of infection. Both sides think that they're right, and that's led to friction and frustration. U.S. adds 37,000 COVID-19 cases, and Biden slams Trump vaccine. Flood and curfew power outages across Southeast after Hurricane Sally. Barack Obama to release first bomb of memoir in November. America there would become remarkably cleaner if the country accelerated its transition to electric cars that don't rely on fossil fuels, and American Lung Association said a new report. The head of the Federal Bureau of Investigation and National Counterterrorism Center testified Congress Thursday to examine threats to the United States. Confidence in the U.S. economy has improved slightly, but it remains well below the record rating seen before the onset of COVID-19 pandemic, according to the Gallup survey Thursday. Nearly 900,000 additional U.S. workers have filed for new unemployment benefits, the Labor Department said in its weekly report Thursday. Smoke from wildfires causing hazy orange Brockton area sky. Brockton officials consider options for Crystal site, and hourly trains coming to Brockton can be railed this fall. Quincy Elementary School students are back in class, and prosecutors said fatal stabbing in Quincy was random. Snowflake shares tumble a day after IPO surge. Another 60,000 Americans filed for unemployment benefits last week. Bank of England warns of unusually uncertain outlook prevails, negative rates under consideration. Wall Street opens sharply lower on Fed gloom and Dow down 350 points. As looking at the stocks now down 84.18 at 27.948.20. S&P 500 up down 35.82 at 33.49.67. And Nasdaq down 189.32 at 10.861.14. SpaceX launched 60 Starlink internet satellites today. Main super spreader wedding linked to 170 COVID cases and 7 deaths. Vaccines could be available in mid-2021, CDC director said. AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine adverse effect has NIH very concerned. And Health Partners, part of the national study linking COVID-19 and poor birth outcomes. And now, sports time at 12:04. Boston Red Sox squared off against the Miami Marlins at 1:15 p.m. down in Miami, and the Boston Celtics take on the Miami Heat. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals at 6:30 p.m. in Miami. Canzano Pacific 12 Conference like Ursi until it didn't may have cost the Oregon Ducks. Bill Belichick calls Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson underrated, and Clint Frazier glad to get started with Yankees near full strength. Peter Channel News time is 12:04. Time now for Peter Channel Traffic and Transit Check Beep on the MBTA subway system looking good. Commuter rail. Needham Line train 609, 11:50 a.m. from South Station is not yet departed. South Station is 5:50 minutes past due to mechanical issue. And the first, they are all looking good. Okay, let's take a look at highways and byways in New England. Okay, highways and byways in New England. 295 at the northbound side, a little bit slow on Cranston Stretch, but it's looking good in Rhode Island, except the Newport Bridge a little bit slow. Southeastern Massachusetts, the Cape byways, they are looking good. Boston vicinity, Route 1A on both ends, effect by Route 107 and Lynn. But otherwise, Eastern Massachusetts looking good. 146 on the southbound side, so between Millbury and the Sutton. 190 on the northbound side, so between Worcester and West Boylston. 395 at the northbound side, also Oxford, and 395 southbound, also on the Webster Stretch. 291 on both ends of the Pike in Springfield. 91 northbound side, Little also on Route 2 in Greenfield. 91 northbound side, also Guilford, Vermont, and 84 eastbound side, Little Warbury, Connecticut. 84 eastbound, so between Newtown and Southbury, Connecticut. And Merritt Park eastbound side, also Trumbull, Connecticut, and 93 southbound side, a little bit slow on the Lincoln, New Hampshire, and 89 southbound side, little slow Warner, New Hampshire, and 89 southbound side, little slow on Route 93 in Concord, New Hampshire. And up in Northern New England, 89 northbound side, little slow Gilton, Vermont. Peter Chill News Time is 12:06. Time now for a weather report. Latest on the traffic. Remington Sally. 30 mile per hour winds, 1,004 millibars, located 32.6 to the north, 84.4 to the west. The movement northeast at 21 miles per hour as advisory is issued by the Weather Prediction Center as. And now it's Teddy. Teddy is expected to approach Bermuda as a hurricane this weekend and make its closest approach to the island late Sunday or Monday. While the exact details of Teddy's track intensity near the island is not yet known, the risk of strong winds, storm surge, and heavy rainfall on Bermuda is increasing, and swells produced by Teddy are expected to affect portions of the Leeward Islands, the Greater Antilles, the Bahamas, Bermuda, and the Southeast United States late this weekend and in the weekend. And the swells could cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. And Teddy with 120 mile per hour winds, minimum set pressure 957 millibars, 19.3 to the north, 53.0 to the west. And take a look at the European, take a look at the models. The model says, this is Teddy right there. We could see Teddy 100 miles off the coast. Given some effects of rain and wind to the south coast and Cape Cod on Monday and Tuesday. And GFS model says it's going to go out to sea, bringing some rain and wind to New England. And take a look at a couple of models. Looking at the spaghetti charts, and it says this is all gonna go turn on Bermuda and head out to sea. Okay. Vicky, 11 a.m. advisory, 35 mile per hour winds, minimum set pressure 1,008 millibars at 21.4 to the north, 38.2 to the west, and movement west at 14 miles an hour. And Vicky Wiggins will be a tropical depression, expect to be a remnant low later today at 11 a.m. The center of tropical depression, Vicky, was located lighter to 21.4 to the north, 3.2 to the west, and temperature is moving toward the west near 14 miles per hour, a turn toward the west. Southwest is expected later today, and that motion should continue by Friday. Silent wind data indicates that the max sustained winds have decreased near 35 miles per hour with our gusts, and additional weakness forecast for the next day or so. So Vicky is expected to become a remnant low later today. The cyclone is Forecast to participate Friday night early Saturday, and that's been minimum set pressure is 1,008 millibars at 20.77 inches. Ooh. Service number 1, thunderstorm activity as it continues to decrease and become better organized this morning, and associated with a well-defined low-pressure system located over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. Upper-level winds are gradually becoming more conducive for development, and if this recent development trend continues, a tropical depression on tropical storm could form later today. They will expected to meander over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico for the next day or so before moving slowly northward to northwestward on Friday and Saturday as an Air Force Reserve reconnaissance aircraft is scheduled to investigate the disturbance this afternoon. Formation checks of 40 hours, high 90%. Formation checks of 5 days, high 90%. Service number 2, an indicator of low pressure located a few hundred miles southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands is producing disorganized thunderstorm activity, and weather conditions are expected to be conducive for development during the next few days, and a tropical pressure could form before upper-level winds become less favorable for the weekend. This low is forecast to move west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour during the next several days. Formation checks of 40 hours, medium 40%. Formation checks of 5 days, medium 50%. Service number 3, showers and thunderstorms have become more concentrated this morning, associated with a non-tropical area of low pressure located over the far northeastern Atlantic Ocean, 700 miles east of the Azores. Some additional subtropical development is possible over the next day or so as it moves east, southwest, eastward, and then northeast at about 10 miles per hour. The system is expected to reach the coast of. I did that, so let's skip that. A dry and warm afternoon will come to an end tonight as a cold front crosses the region. This front may bring a few brief sprinkles like showers late tonight and Friday morning with perhaps a couple of hours of steady rainfall confined to the Cape Islands, and otherwise the main story will be unseasonably cool temperatures into early next week along with the track of Hurricane Teddy at this time. Odds favor Teddy passing far enough east of the region to limit potential impacts to just some minor coastal flooding, minor beach erosion, and high surf, and nonetheless a low risk exists but track closer to the coast with a period of stronger wind and rain is expected east New England and dry weather with moderate temperatures are expected by the middle of the week. And no major change in the forecast this morning. Some light showers and sprinkles were moving east across the 7 coastal waters, and these showers may pass over portions of Cape Islands in the early afternoon. Not much of any accumulation is expected. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. We go like this. This afternoon, partly sunny skies with a high 79 degrees, southwest at about 8 miles per hour. For tonight, slight chance of showers after 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies with low 54 degrees, southwest at about 6 miles per hour, becoming calm. Chance ratio 20% for Friday. Chance of showers mainly before noon. Cloud skies have about 60 degrees and north at about 7 to 13 miles per hour with gust size 23 miles per hour. Chance ratio 30% for Friday night. Partly cloudy skies with a low 39 degrees, north with about 7 to 9 miles per hour. For Saturday, sun skies about 62 degrees and northeast at about 9 miles per hour with gust size 22 miles per hour. And for Saturday night, mostly clear skies with low at 37 degrees and northeast about 3 to 5 miles per hour. For Sunday, mostly sun skies with high 59 and low 44 degrees, north with about 7 to 9 miles per hour with gust size 21 miles per hour. For Monday, sun skies about 60, low 45 degrees, northeast at about 9 to 11 miles per hour with gust size 21 miles per hour. And for Tuesday, mostly sun skies at 64, low 48 degrees, north with about 9 miles per hour with a gust size 20 miles per hour. And for Wednesday, sun skies at 74 degrees and north west wind about 6 miles per hour. Right now, Norton it's 75 degrees and fair skies. That's going to be for the Peter Channel Noon to the Water on this September 17th, 2020 on a Thursday afternoon. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. So you have a good afternoon with a good bad day. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. We'll see you at 5 o'clock for a 5 o'clock report. Hope you have a good afternoon.